Hello Cancer, welcome to your August 2019 reading. Thank you for joining me. My name is Michelle and this is for Sun, Moon and Rising signs. Let's get started with your oracle cards. Firstly, from the Crystal Mandala, Cancer, you have the Spear of the Guru Mother, and it speaks of hematite as your gemstone for the month and the goddess Durga. The energy around this card is one of focus. There may have been a time here, Cancer, where you've had many different choices and you found it difficult to commit as a result. You may have looked for guidance on making a particular choice so you could focus on it. And the card is one of protection. It's keeping you on the straight and narrow and preventing you from going off on a divergent path of difficulty. It's a call to action, to focus, to use your strength and your will in order to bring about a successful completion. Now, it is about fulfillment, but it's fulfillment that comes as a result of not letting yourself be distracted, not hesitating, or procrastinating. Rather, it's doing. It's a card of doing. In order to take advantage of this opportunity, of course, you have to be brave, to be bold, and no longer confused or being pulled in too many directions. So the Spirit of the Guru Mother here is providing you with the energy of focus. Now, around you, from the Ganesha cards, you have the card of healing. And this is one of my favourite cards. You'll see Ganesha here riding the back of this peacock. Now, peacock feathers are said to carry spiritual, medicinal energy that can assist people seeking balance and healing in their lives. There's a feeling around you here, Cancer, of life throwing you out of balance. It's easy to get caught up in that kind of general feeling of lack. But true healing is only possible when you take responsibility for your own well-being and your own self-empowerment, seeing yourself as complete, as healthy and whole. There is a belief that you truly are capable of handling any matters of health or relationships without blame and with integrity and grace. So Cancer, let's take a look at where this is going. For the month of August, I've already meditated on your energy. At the bottom of the deck we have the Eight of Wands. Fast-moving communication. Let's see. We'll focus in, we'll do a horseshoe reading, start with the past energy, the present energy, the near future. What is your advice or your best path to follow? What's happening around you that is affecting you currently? Your hopes and fears, the outcome, and the overall energy, or what this reading is about. Now, Cancer, right in the center, we have the Four of Cups. So I'm picking this up as emotional distance at the present time. Not being happy with your current life circumstances, and as a result, looking around at everything around you with a sense of apathy is what I'm picking up. Boredom. Bored with what you have. Let's see what's happened in the past here for you, Cancer. The Six of Swords. Okay. So there has been a sense of transition, moving on from some difficulties in the past and starting to see your way forward. So I see this card as part of that spear of the Guru Mother, where you have in the past decided to move on from some difficult, trying times. But there's an energy around this of not yet being at the destination. It's really more, this is the journey that you're on. You've started it, but you haven't completed this journey, so you're not yet at that state of happiness. But you're over the worst of it. Now, in your current energy, you have the Hermit. Okay. So Cancer, you may have left something behind here in order to be on your own for a little bit. Doesn't mean that you've left for good, it just may mean a separation or a time of retreat. You may have gone on a holiday or a spiritual retreat in order to think things through, to see where your life is going. The thing about the spear of the guru, Mother, is that if you're given this power, this strength to accomplish great things, but if you don't know what that is, then of course that power goes to waste. So you're having to spend some time here free from distractions, from distracting people, in order to get clear in your own mind what it is that you truly want. Cancer, it's really about you looking at deep within, going within here, and looking at your past choices, what's worked for you, what hasn't, and seeing where it takes you. Really, it's a card of wisdom gained through experience. Of course, this speaks of going through the difficult times in order to learn from them. So I think that's where you are right now, is doing this powerful, very honest kind of self-inventory of looking about and seeing where you want to go next. What is it that you truly want? Because at the moment, I feel this sense of boredom around you, a disinterest in your current circumstances. And you don't want to be there, of course. You want to be enjoying your life, feeling that more vital kind of energy around you. Now, Cancer, in the near future, you have the Four of Pentacles. It's in the reverse. So there is a feeling here of not grasping too tightly to what you may have held on to in the past, whether this was stability, it might have been a person, may have been a job. I feel that this is an energy of release, of becoming more open. And as a result of becoming more open, you have the ability to attract something to you when you're not closed off. So there is a spirit here of leaving this hermit energy behind and opening up to possibilities around you. Now, your advice or your best path to follow. You have the Ace of Swords in the reverse. Now, the Ace of Swords is an interesting ace because it can go a couple of different ways of seeing it. In this case, I'm seeing it as power, but if you don't know where to focus that power, then that power can be destructive. And that's what I'm picking up here. It's a warning. A warning about making decisions that you're not clear about. So this hermit energy is needed here, Cancer, in order for you to see very clearly what it is you want, so that you can use this power that you feel within to create rather than destroy. Or I get it as making choices out of confusion or a lack of clarity, and then as a result of that, not liking the results of where you end up. So we have a warning card there as your advice. Being very clear what it is that you want before making any choices, especially to cut something out of your life, because I do get with this Four of Pentacles in reverse that you may be releasing something that previously you had held on to for quite some time. Could be a person. Let's take a look and see what's happening around you in your external circumstances. We have the Nine of Swords. So around you there is someone who is going through some pain and suffering as a result of, I feel it's because they don't really know what's going on with you, Cancer. You've distanced yourself emotionally. You may have even left them behind with the Six of Swords. And they're sitting at home here asking themselves a lot of questions about why this has happened. They're not sure. They're not sure why you've taken this road. This is most likely the person that has been cut out of your life here, Cancer. Now, hopes and fears, we have you as the Queen of Swords in the reverse. So it's about making decisions that are based on logic and reason, rather than coming from a place of clouded judgment. You might be letting your emotions get the best of you here, especially as it relates to this sense of, I'm picking it up as being bored with your current circumstances, wanting something else or wanting something more in your life, but not being certain about what that is, and thereby making some kind of decision, one in which you are fearful that you've made the wrong choice or have the potential to make the wrong choice because you're not thinking clearly. That's why this Hermit energy is so important. To take the time to think. Take as much time as you need before taking any kind of action towards releasing someone or becoming involved in something that you later wish that you hadn't, Cancer. The outcome for you is we have the Queen of Wands in the upright. So there is an energy around this of coming out more confident in your abilities to create the kind of life that you want. It's a card of a self-starter, male or female, doesn't matter. More fiery kind of energy, so it's interesting, isn't it? Because I have you, Cancer, as someone who is thinking with your emotions, but with that Queen of Wands there, I get this as this, there is this feeling of power within you that has been growing, and it seems to manifest in a way here that can be good, but there's a warning around this of needing to be clear how you use that power. Now, when we see the Queen of Wands, she is grasping that Ace of Wands, really. So she has the power to manifest what she wants in her life, to create that life for herself. She doesn't need anyone else to help her with that or to rescue her. But she needs to be very sure about how she wields that power to create or to destroy. So let's see, Cancer. I want to get some more cards on the outcome with this Queen of Wands. What is the outcome here for Cancer? What is the outcome here for Cancer? We have the Temperance card in the reverse. And we also have the Sun in reverse. And let's get one more. What is the outcome here for Cancer, please? And the Three of Cups. Okay. So I'm picking this up, Cancer, as you making a decision to go out and enjoy the company of friends, socialize more, but it has an extreme nature to it. There is an element here of overindulgence in something that makes you happy, but with the Sun in reverse, you're doing this. You are doing this, but it's not with. I feel like it's delaying. It's like it's a delaying tactic. It may be delaying you doing the difficult work here, spiritually. I get some overindulgence, enjoying yourself, but ultimately it's a block. So you're working at cross purposes to yourself, to this healing process. You know, when we talk about that healing card with Ganesha, the true essence of your soul is one of complete health. But in order to be still and to hear what your soul needs to heal, You need to embody the spirit of this hermit energy, but I feel like there's a sense of giving up on that in the near future and going out and taking this other road here, which is very distracting. It's distracting you from your path. It's going off on a tangent here and enjoying kind of like the pleasures of I'm picking it up as socializing, drinking, going out maybe to events. But ultimately it has an air around it of being too much of a good thing, if you will. When we speak of spirit, the guru mother, it can speak about having so many choices here that we become confused. And I get this feeling of having too much of a good thing that is preventing you from listening to what your soul is truly wanting. Yeah, I feel like there's a need for you to go within here to take responsibility for your own well-being and your self-empowerment, and a need for you to see yourself as complete, healthy and whole, so that you can move forward with strength rather than find yourself blocked here, Cancer. Yeah, distractions. I get multiple distractions there. A little bit of difficult energy around that. You have in the past moved away from something. You've had a lot of things going on in your mind, a lot of different thoughts. You've found it difficult to commit to one of those, but you have been looking for guidance. You're being given guidance to keep you on this path. But I get that you have gone off on a tangent here, on a different path. And in order to bring about a successful completion of this healing process, this soul healing, there's a need for you to get back on to the straight and narrow here, to focus and to use your strength, your willpower here, to not be distracted. There is a call to action, but I think that you're to alleviate this sense of discontentment in your life. But I think that you're going off in a different direction here than what Spirit actually wants you to move towards. I get this Ace of Swords, rather than being helpful, is actually being quite destructive. What you're cutting out of your life here, causing someone else pain around you with this Nine of Swords as well. And going off and having good times is preventing you from going through this soul healing process, which would ultimately lead to you feeling more successful and no longer feeling this sense of disinterest or boredom about people around you. So you're not thinking clearly here, Cancer. Let's see, I want to get a spirit animal card. You're being called to be the hermit, but you're hearing another call, and that's to spend some time socializing with friends, which thereby, I think that the friends around you are probably a bad influence. They're saying, oh, come out with us, it's no harm, but it seems to take you down a path here. And I'm picking it up as an obstacle to your growth. Let's see, what is the spirit animal here for Cancer for August? What is the spirit animal for Cancer for August? What is the spirit animal for Cancer for August, please? Whoa, okay. Let's take a look at that one. It's fallen on the floor, just a moment. We have another bird here. Okay, we have the hawk, the card of the messenger. Spirit is sending you messages here, Cancer, but you have to open your eyes to see the signs. Focus on priorities and eliminate distractions. You do have a bright future and you're ascending to new heights, but I do feel that you're being distracted along your journey here, Cancer. So there's a need to circle back around from this and refocus your energies. Your priorities is on soul healing. And the spirit of the Guru Mother here tells me that Spirit is indeed sending you power, but the way that you may be using this power is taking you on a different road than what Spirit intended. So I'm going to leave it there for you, Cancer, and wish you the best. If you would like a personal reading, you can email me, gypsyinsights@gmail.com. If you're interested in the love readings, they are located below, the link below. The August readings are already up, so please check those out if you haven't already. I thank you very much, Cancer, and I will speak to you again very soon. Good luck.